long time. So let's hit the freaking button and go live on YouTube. Let's freaking go. I hit the button. We're live on YouTube as well, and we're live on everything. What's going on, everybody? Andrew Wall here. I'm back. Strep throat prevented me from streaming the last 2 days. I'm still fighting it right now, but such a huge headline just hit that I've got to talk about this because I don't want you guys to get the wrong information about what's happening with YouTube gaming. YouTube gaming is shutting down, and you're going to see that headline. People are going to see that headline, and they're going to see an opportunity to basically tell people misleading things, to get views on videos, and to tell people that YouTube's dead or gaming on YouTube's dead, and you should switch to Twitch and you should switch to Mixer, and oh my god, Adpocalypse is back. Whatever kind of sensational headlines you're gonna see out there, listen to what I have to tell you about this because it's based on my knowledge of the YouTube gaming platform. I've been a part of this platform since it launched, and I was there on launch day. I was literally in the headline article on Bloomberg, my face on YouTube gaming streaming on launch day. And I've been working with the YouTube team just as a normal business partner, if you will, through Broadband TV, giving them feedback on YouTube gaming throughout its life cycle, and through TGN Squadron, the live destination that I help manage as a part of my job. We've been streaming on YouTube gaming in particular and supporting YouTube gaming now for quite a long time. So I have a ton of experience. This is the live destination TGN Squadron that we were there on launch day with, or what have you. And the bottom line is that YouTube gaming was a really, really cool experiment for YouTube to undergo to figure out whether it was maybe going to compete directly with Twitch. Was it going to go directly after Twitch in terms of live? Was it going to focus on videos on demand? It wasn't quite sure exactly what it was going to be. And if you guys are not familiar with the YouTube gaming app, I've actually got it pulled up right here so you can check it out. It's available right now on Android and iOS, but we're going to tell YouTube gaming app to rest in peace because this app, which was specifically designed for viewers to go check out gaming content on YouTube, is going to be shut down on March 19th. This app is no longer going to be available. And in addition to that, this primary gaming.youtube.com directory that you see right here, where you had to link people to the gaming.youtube.com version of links to get them to check things out, specifically for super chats and sponsorships, and to get people to sponsor, or to get people to follow you or subscribe to you through YouTube gaming. All of that stuff is going away. It's all being phased out. So this is what people mean when they say that YouTube gaming is being shut down. It's this external interface that you see here that is layered on top of YouTube that is going away. That has been confirmed by YouTube. And I really liked the YouTube gaming app. I thought it was really solid. I thought it was a great way to navigate gaming specific content, but it had a number of weaknesses that in my opinion held it back from being incredibly successful as a platform. By the way, yay, I got the vertical thing set up over here so you can see apps and stuff. I'm really, really happy about that. But I think there were a number of things that prevented it from being successful. And the number one thing that I think prevented the success of YouTube gaming is that it couldn't decide whether, hey, what's going on, everybody? Echo, Tina, it's great to see you. Rel, yeah. Hero, good to see all of you guys. It's okay. Don't panic about YouTube gaming shutting down. I'm going to tell you all of the details. Please listen to everything I'm going to tell you about YouTube gaming shutting down, because there is a transition that YouTube is making to a different configuration, I guess we could say, of the same features. It's partly a negative thing, partly a positive thing. Let me break it out, the details for you, so you know precisely how this is going to impact you, okay? But I'm gonna briefly touch upon why I think YouTube gaming didn't work. YouTube gaming had a number of innovative features that were extremely successful and are carrying into the main YouTube core app now. And so this is a big part of why in the video that they created, they're celebrating here. They're celebrating that YouTube gaming is graduating as they're positioning it. And what really happened is that the YouTube gaming app completely failed to gain audience. And so that's why it's going away. So they're viewing this as a celebration, as kind of a move up for the YouTube gaming app, and it's a happy event for them. And so I think in one light, it is a graduation of the YouTube gaming app, with YouTube gaming shutting down. In another, it is a failure. And so but that's okay. In order to learn what works and to learn what the market wants, you have to fail in some regards, and you have to succeed in others in order to move forward. So I can respect that, having that experience in business myself. You aren't gonna win every single fight, right? And so the YouTube gaming app itself, this app, despite the fact that it was really clean, it was really nice, it took the best of Twitch, it took the best of YouTube itself, and it was sort of an overlay on top of YouTube. Viewers didn't want to go here to view live content. They didn't want to go here to check out things and to scroll by game and to see what's trending and popular. Do you see how gorgeous this app is? It is easier to navigate. It is better than Twitch in terms of navigation. But people didn't adopt it. Why didn't they use this app? It is absolutely brilliantly designed. It is incredible, and they put decent marketing behind it, guys. And the reason why, the main reason why people didn't use the main YouTube gaming app versus the normal YouTube app is that the normal YouTube app is literally the best video app in the world. It is the most used video app in the world. And so people didn't want to switch from using normal YouTube over to YouTube gaming because YouTube gaming didn't provide enough compelling reasons to get people to want to not use regular YouTube. And so what YouTube is now doing is they're moving YouTube gaming, and they're celebrating this in this video. It's a celebration to them. The app failed to attract viewers. The platform failed to attract viewers. And I remember I was there on launch day, and we were streaming on launch day with TGN Squadron, and we were on the front page here. And the top streams on YouTube gaming when it launched were getting 7,000 concurrent viewer boosts on day 1 of YouTube gaming launching. Then on day 2, you were getting a 5,000 concurrent boost when you were featured on YouTube gaming. And then the third day, you were getting a 1,000 concurrent boost by being featured on YouTube gaming. And then the featured on YouTube gaming value was gone. And so viewers just went away. After viewers initially took a look at what YouTube gaming had to offer, they never came back. And so the platform itself, the YouTube gaming platform, basically died after the third day after launch, and the viewership never came back. And so one thing I want to clarify for you guys is this was just the YouTube gaming app. This was just the YouTube gaming overlay. I'm talking about gaming.youtube.com. That is what I mean by YouTube gaming, okay? YouTube gaming was just an overlay on top of what is called YouTube Core. The YouTube app was just a unique configuration of normal YouTube here, and it was just a curation of YouTube Core in a gaming specific way. Okay? So is the entire YouTube gaming website going away? To my knowledge, yes, it is Echo Gaming. The entire YouTube gaming website is going away. But there is a new thing that there's going to be there instead. And the YouTube gaming app itself is going away in March 2019. So those two things are going away. So that's what I mean by rest in peace YouTube gaming. That's what I mean by that. But here is what is going to replace this instead. Da-na-na-na. I should show it to you. Ba-na-na-na. YouTube.com/gaming. So let me link that to you guys here in chat. So this is the new thing that is going to replace YouTube gaming and is already being implemented. So like I mentioned earlier, the real problem with YouTube gaming is that people didn't want to go to a separate subdomain website, gaming.youtube.com. People didn't want to go to a separate app other than YouTube. They just wanted to use YouTube Core instead. They just wanted to use regular YouTube. And so YouTube realized that. And so now they are integrating YouTube Gaming, or gaming on YouTube, into YouTube Core and not making it a separate thing. So this is, I think, a very good thing. I think this is YouTube realizing that people don't want to go do a separate thing for gaming. They just want to view gaming stuff within YouTube. And there are numbers there to prove that. Check these numbers out, okay? So people wondering, does this mean that YouTube is dead in terms of gaming? No, not even close to meaning that it's dead in terms of gaming. So right now, 200 million people log into YouTube every single day. 200 million to watch gaming on YouTube every day. Not YouTube gaming, but gaming on YouTube. They watch gaming content on YouTube Core, okay? There were 50 billion hours of gaming content watched on YouTube last year, which is absolutely insane. And this is unbelievable. So people that are wondering, wow, I don't know, is that big or not? This absolutely dwarfs Twitch. This is like, Twitch is nothing sauce in comparison to these numbers. Mixer is nothing in comparison to these numbers. YouTube is still absolutely the king of gaming. It is still 100% the king of gaming, and that will continue to be the case. And the reason why YouTube was the king of gaming was not because of YouTube Gaming, the app. It wasn't because of this app. And it wasn't because of this subdomain website here that people stopped going to. This website right here that people stopped going to. It was because of YouTube Core. And so the team realized that. And so they're taking all of the cool features that were designed from, one of your videos came up in the stream in the background. That's awesome, Hybrid Steel. I'm glad to see that. You hated sending people to the YouTube Gaming link, said Rel. Yeah, I think almost everybody hated sending people to a subdomain website. It made no sense. All of the gaming features should be available on the main YouTube website, and that is what is now happening. So everything, including, so here's all the things that are carrying over that were gangster. Check out my cool whiteboard, huh? Pretty awesome, right? Here are the things that are carrying over from YouTube Gaming to YouTube Core now. Number one is Super Chat. So Super Chat was invented in YouTube Gaming and was an extremely amazing feature that is carrying over into YouTube Core now. You don't have to do any funny business in YouTube Gaming anymore and link people over to YouTube Gaming. They're going to be fully integrating that over to regular YouTube, so you don't have to mess with YouTube Gaming anymore. That is a huge thank you for that. Sending people to some weird YouTube Gaming link for Super Chat and now for channel memberships. Okay, sending people over to some like janky gaming.youtube.com/this/that to get people to become YouTube members. That is all being integrated over to YouTube Core now as well. So you don't, and there's no timeline communicated on that, but they have communicated that that is all being moved over. Also, the other things like dark theme, which is something that gamers like a lot. Like, you know, take a look at the app. If you look at the app itself, it's nice dark background with white contrast here. This is something that gamers like looking at. It's something that's easy to navigate. Gamers like being in low light environments when they're checking out their apps. The whole dark theme type of thing going on here with YouTube Gaming, that is going over to YouTube Core as well. Okay, so that's going to be available for everybody through YouTube Core. And also the cool stretchy player that they invented for YouTube Gaming is coming over to YouTube Core as well. And some of that stuff is already there, but some of it isn't. So basically all of the good features of YouTube Gaming, Super Chat, channel memberships, dark theme, and stretchy player are all coming over to YouTube Core. So you're not losing, as YouTube Gaming shuts down, it shuts down, you're not losing any of the good stuff about YouTube gaming. You're carrying over all of the best features from YouTube gaming, and it's moving over to YouTube Core, okay? So that is the reality of what's happening. Take a look at the board. This is all the good stuff about YouTube gaming. It's all coming over to YouTube Core. But the YouTube gaming app, sunset, March 2019, it is gone in March 2019, okay? And then the main YouTube gaming website, or whatever the heck you wanted to call that thing, I'll pull it up right now. It was like a subdomain site. That, to my knowledge, is also going away. And so people will not be able to go to this thing anymore, okay? This will be gone in some period of time between now and March 2019. This thing will be gone. This is what is replacing it. youtube.com/gaming. So is this a positive thing? Echo Gaming is asking, is this a positive thing? Yes, I would say that this is a positive thing, because real talk time, we're gonna do some real talk time here. Real talk, this app, I believed in it from day one. I believed in it from before day one, working with YouTube on this. I loved the idea of the YouTube app. I wanted it to succeed, but the bottom line is, after the first couple days, nobody cared about this app anymore. Nobody came here really. I say nobody, but you understand what I'm saying. Not that many people came to this app and came to this experience here to watch gaming content on YouTube. They just wanted regular YouTube. So in my opinion, after the first week of YouTube Gaming's launch, the viewership for YouTube Gaming was dead. YouTube Gaming was dead after the first week. But the team didn't give up on it, and I commend YouTube on this. The team didn't give up on the YouTube Gaming app. They kept developing features for it, they kept innovating, and they kept trying to figure out ways to benefit the community. And they figured out a number of really cool ways to do that, which are now carrying over into the YouTube Core experience, which is fantastic. So I think that this is a positive move, that they're moving their efforts away from that. Basically, in one way, it was a failure of an app. It was a failure in terms of getting lots of viewership, but it was a boon in terms of implementing new, super useful features like Super Chat, channel memberships, dark theme, and stretchy player into YouTube itself. So that's a huge thing, and that's fantastic. And they've realized that the viewership is on YouTube Core. So now, youtube.com/gaming, here it is. You can now subscribe to it, whatever that means. I just subbed. 78 million subs, take that T-Series and PewDiePie. But now you can see the total viewership of games. Check this out. Are you ready for some fascinating numbers? There are currently 165,000 people watching Fortnite right now. Go to Twitch. 157,000 are watching Fortnite on Twitch. More people are watching Fortnite right now on YouTube, according to youtube.com/gaming, than are watching on Twitch. That is interesting, huh? So now you're able to see that total worldwide viewership for these games when they're live, whereas you couldn't see that as clearly before. And so now you can actually do direct comparisons between YouTube's viewership, Twitch's viewership, as well as Mixer's viewership in terms of live. And from what I've been telling you guys and what I've been predicting for a long time, YouTube's live viewership is starting to really take off. As you can see on Mixer, Fortnite right now only has 6,000 concurrent viewers right now for Fortnite, so it's actually much, much smaller. But YouTube, so when you say, is YouTube's gaming's dead, and YouTube is dead for gaming? No, if you look right now, live concurrent viewership for something like Fortnite actually currently exceeds Twitch. So, the new YouTube gaming, I would like to just call it gaming on YouTube, to be perfectly honest, is all right here within this destination. But wait, there's more. There are more features. Great to see a Mixer viewer here. Clavier, great to see you in chat. It's a way to keep people all on one platform and to stop people from jumping pages. That is absolutely correct, Hybrid Steel, 100%. So is everything going to switch over in March, or is this going on right now? The switch is happening like right now. Like, things have already been switching, Relia, with the features in the oops, my phone turned off. Let me turn it back on here before I go back to that. But the things have already been switching over. So I think over time, all of these features will be switched over so that when it's time to shut down the YouTube gaming app, you'll have already got all the features and everything already changed over to where it's basically a zero impact switch over, okay? So 6 more months. Yeah, but 6 more months of what? Nobody viewing this app? Exactly. So the YouTube gaming app has basically been a non-factor and has been a nuisance, essentially, for creators for a long time, really. I have loved the experience, but the bottom line is nobody was there to view anything there. So linking content to people that are there, there just is nobody there. So what I would recommend to creators right now is to take a number of actions. And let me address a couple concerns. A lot of this is coming directly from YouTube, and some of this is my personal recommendations to you guys. Let's go back to the whiteboard. Here's the actions that you need to take. Action number 1 is stop linking to YouTube. Wow, my handwriting's horrible. We're gonna start over. Action number 1 is stop the links. Stop linking to YouTube gaming in every capacity today. You don't need to go back and change your old links necessarily. Just stop linking to YouTube gaming moving forward unless you absolutely have to. I think that you have to for channel memberships, but that should be switching over at some point in the near future. They have communicated, YouTube has communicated, that channel memberships will be switching entirely from the YouTube gaming app over to YouTube Core in its entirety soon, okay? So stop linking to the YouTube gaming app when you don't have to. All right, take care, Echo. It was good to see you. Have I heard of Fluxer? I haven't heard of Fluxer, no. Echo says, I would prefer to keep my viewers on my page on YouTube anyway. Not sure if it means anything, but it makes you feel better. Yeah, I mean, everybody would prefer to just keep people in one place on YouTube rather than 2 places, YouTube and YouTube Gaming. It just doesn't make sense. So I'm so glad that they're making this change. And so anyway, stop linking to YouTube Gaming today, gaming creators. Number 2, people are going to be asking, and what's going to happen with gaming sponsorships and memberships? Are they going to be moving over during this transition? And the answer to that is yes. All of that is going to be moving over to YouTube Core. So don't worry about your sponsorships and memberships moving over. When people sponsor your channel, that stuff will be moving over to YouTube Core. So you aren't going to lose that functionality. So don't worry about that. The other part that people are wondering about is what happens when people subscribe to me using the YouTube gaming app. They went to a specific channel. Let's just go to stat right now. We'll go ahead and try to reload this. Error reloading. Nope, not even loading properly. Let's see if we can do somebody else. Not even loading properly. Wow, that's not good. Okay, well, anyway, you could, if it was working properly right now in the app, go to someone's channel and you could follow them through the YouTube gaming app here. And so the question is, hold on, people that followed me in the app, am I gonna lose those followers now? I worked so hard, potentially, to drive people to follow through the YouTube gaming app. And are they gonna become my subscriber and what have you now? And so the answer is, the team is yes, going to migrate over your followers over to YouTube Core. That is going to actively happen. So memberships are going to move over. All right, your subs or your follows or whatever on YouTube gaming app are going to move over to YouTube Core. No timeline communicated on either of those. I'm personally going to assume that it's going to be March 19, 2019 or earlier, given that that's when they're going to shut down the YouTube gaming app entirely. So that's probably going to be a transition over time. And what is happening with the YouTube gaming iOS and Android apps and website? To my knowledge, those are going to be shut down by March 2019. That is to my knowledge, that's what's happening there. So stop linking to YouTube Gaming unless you have to. Don't worry about your members. They're going to move over to YouTube Core. It's going to be okay. And don't worry about your followers and your subs. It's going to be okay. They're all going to be moved over to YouTube Core. You are not going to lose anything that you have built because of YouTube Gaming, as long as you stop linking to it today, unless you absolutely have to, like for a membership link or something like that, okay? So that's something that's really, really important for you guys to keep in mind during this transition, all right? So let's talk a little bit more about the main youtube.com/gaming and what that is going to entail. So one of the best things about Twitch is if you go to the main twitch.tv directory, you can be featured up here in the top and you can get actual traction by being featured. Like thousands of people will view you on Twitch, and you can get that big thousands of concurrence boost by being on the front page of Twitch. And that's always been a huge boon for using Twitch. And actually there's somewhat of a small boost too. When you're featured on something like Mixer, you can get hundreds of concurrent viewers watching you, whereas you wouldn't have normally gotten those viewers before by being featured on the front page of Mixer. That's a big deal for a small or mid-sized creator, even for a big creator, to be discovered by hundreds and thousands of new people. But YouTube has not had the ability to promote a creator since the first week of YouTube Gaming's launch, when it was actually able to drive thousands of concurrent viewers, and then the platform essentially died in terms of viewership. So what is going to happen now in terms of YouTube's ability to promote you? So what they're going to be doing is they've done a Creator on the Rise program, but they are going to continue to do a way to feature creators that are on the rise, essentially, and show them and feature them through youtube.com/gaming. So here on the top banner, there's going to be an opportunity. They're going to do a scrolling thing where they're going to do featured content on the top. So anybody that goes to youtube.com/gaming, you can potentially be featured here, and you could potentially get views here, which is cool. And then they're going to do a weekly, and I'm going to pull up the blog post so that you guys can see it. And let me go ahead and link this blog. This is the official blog post from YouTube. And then let me also link you the official video from YouTube that explains all of this. Here you go. Here's all the information if you want to get the official thing. But the official blog post talks about the Creator on the Rise program and your ability to be promoted. Every single Sunday, they're going to have this promotion for small creators. All right, so up-and-coming gaming creators will be promoted every Sunday on the Creator on the Rise program, and it is a guaranteed gaming-specific promotion for gaming creators, all through youtube.com/gaming right here. So a promotional program will still exist, and potentially that promotional program could have more impact than the main YouTube Gaming app did, which had virtually no impact after the first week. I had channels, I'm not going to get into too many specifics, but I did run, I was responsible for channels that were featured on the front page of YouTube Gaming for months and got virtually zero impact from being featured on the front page of YouTube Gaming for months. And it's just because nobody was using the app. It's not a knock on the app. It's not saying that the app was a failure. It's just that people just wanted to watch YouTube. And as you can see from the massive viewership numbers and the growth that is happening with YouTube viewership right now in terms of gaming, I mean, these numbers are ridiculous, guys. 200 million people are watching gaming content every single day on YouTube. It's insane. Gaming on YouTube is doing fantastic. It's just that particular app was just not getting a lot of traffic. So people want YouTube, people don't want a separate app. That's pretty much the deal here. So is YouTube, so asking me, so people are gonna ask me, was YouTube Gaming a failure? No. Are you kidding me? It wasn't a failure at all. We got super chats out of it. We got channel memberships out of it. We got dark theme out of it. We got stretchy player out of it. And now there's a dedicated destination on YouTube if you are using desktop, where you can go to youtube.com/gaming and you can check out gaming specific content. And even if you look on the sidebar over here, there's a little gaming button that you can click over there. So no, it was totally not a failure. And YouTube Gaming resulted in there being an entire gaming team working on gaming creator features and focusing on gaming creators specifically at YouTube. So no, YouTube Gaming was not a failure at all. In fact, it was a huge boon for the platform. God the Good One, great to see you in chat. Let me know what you guys think in chat about whether you think YouTube Gaming was a complete failure or not. But I don't think it was. The app itself did not get viewership. That's true. But this particular app didn't get viewership. But the main YouTube app got buttloads of viewership, way more than Twitch, way more than Mixer, still king of gaming on the internet. That's just what I've seen. Hypebot, good to see you in chat. Light Catch-Up is now following. Sweet. Thanks for following me on Mixer. Good to see you on Mixer. So that's the deal there, okay? So another thing that you can do, here's another thing to keep in mind. YouTube.com/gaming, which I'll link in chat for you guys now, which is the replacement for YouTube Gaming. To my knowledge, it's only let's be real about it. Who's gonna go to youtube.com/gaming on their mobile phone? Who's gonna go like a peon on their phone, like a caveman on their phone, and go to youtube.com, type it in, boop, 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 youtube.com/gaming, and then view youtube.com/gaming on their phone? And the answer to that question is probably virtually no one. So this youtube.com/gaming destination here is going to be a desktop destination, not a mobile destination necessarily like the YouTube Gaming app. And so that's a huge difference between the YouTube Gaming mobile experience and this youtube.com/gaming desktop experience. So I think that youtube.com/gaming is going to be a opportunity for gaming creators like you guys that are watching right now to gain intel on the platform and to know what's coming up, what's trending, and to do research even more effectively on what's happening in gaming on YouTube. Cool? Hybrid Steel says the YouTube Gaming app was a good prototype and they learned a lot from it. Exactly. That's exactly right. It was a great prototype. They learned a lot from it, and live viewership on YouTube, when YouTube Gaming kicked off, live on YouTube for gaming was like virtually non-existent. Now live viewership on YouTube is rivaling Twitch. Like we just mentioned just a second ago, I don't know if it changed in real time while we were watching, there are more people right now on YouTube watching Fortnite on YouTube than are watching Fortnite on Twitch. The #1 game on Twitch. YouTube has more viewership for it currently than the #1 platform for streaming Fortnite, Twitch. Just saying. Now overall, Twitch I think has more live concurrent viewership than YouTube does, but YouTube is rapidly approaching Twitch's concurrent viewership overall, and it will potentially match or exceed Twitch's concurrent viewership if this trend continues. So I think that YouTube Gaming as an app did a great job of marketing the idea that you can go live on YouTube and become successful through that. And now there are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of channels that are live on YouTube each and every day because they had some way to talk about being live on YouTube. And it was the brand of YouTube Gaming and this prototype basically of an app that made that possible. And so for that reason alone, YouTube Gaming was massively successful. I mean, look at this. They're a strong #2 competitor in live gaming now, like that, in like 2 years. Twitch had like a 5 or 6 year head start, really? Crazy. Tom Nash says, you love to see me healthy again. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'd say I'm at 60% right now. The strep throat is pretty serious still. Okay, but there's more research that you guys can do here that can help you understand what's happening on YouTube and what is trending and what have you. So yes, you can take a look at the top live games. That is incredibly useful. You couldn't look at this information the same way. Wow, 249,000 are watching Fortnite now. That now exceeds Twitch by 90,000. So as you can see, you get more useful information about what is hot in terms of live here on youtube.com/gaming. So for research purposes, that is extremely interesting. But also, you don't videos from your subscriptions, who cares? But top live streams, you can see who the top streamers are in the world, which is incredibly interesting. But here's your creator on the rise section. So this will let you know the types of channels that YouTube is interested in promoting on the platform. You can also very, very easily see what is trending specifically within the gaming genre right now on YouTube. And these are, as you can see, they're all Fortnite videos. These are all the trending videos. And if you click any of the, if you click see all, you can see if any other games outside of Fortnite are super, super hot and super trending, and get a better idea of what within the gaming genre is trending. Obviously, Call of Duty Black Ops, the new Blackout mode is incredibly interesting. And you can look down this list and see what is trending in gaming specifically, whereas you had to filter that out before. You had to go to some bogus destination to understand. And the other part, let's see if there's anything else useful here. And that's it in terms of research. So you can see what the top live games are, you can see what the top live streams are, and you can see trending videos within the gaming genre, all within this one section. So creators, this is a research opportunity for you to understand what is useful or what is hot and what is not in gaming. Whereas before, the YouTube gaming app made it very difficult to really understand this information and to try to get useful insights. You kind of had to piece some things together, etc., to understand this information, okay? Royal Knight, it's great to see you in chat. Twitch has more live viewers watching PC gamers. YouTube is easier to stream from console. It gives console gamers a bit of audience. Hybrid Steel, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I'm gonna have to totally disagree with you there and say that Twitch's integration into consoles was earlier than YouTube's and is arguably more prolific. It just is. So I think that it is now equally as easy to stream directly from your console to YouTube and to Twitch, and now Mixer is starting to get that integration as well. But Twitch was the first to do the full console streaming integration, and now YouTube was the second to do the full console streaming integration. Now Mixer's third. So Twitch has actually been the leader in that space, but I'd say today, yes, today, it is as easy today to stream to YouTube from your console as it is Twitch. I think Twitch has a few additional features though, which is interesting. So anyway, feel free to hit me up with your questions about YouTube gaming shutting down, about YouTube gaming, dying. Is gaming on YouTube dead? Ask whatever questions that you have. I don't necessarily have every single answer about this, but I do have a lot of historical context, and I did just talk about it for 38 freaking minutes to tell you all of the analysis and all of the insights I can give you to tell you the truth. Because you guys need to be prepared for bogus headlines to hit about how YouTube is dead, about how gaming on YouTube is dead, and how you should switch to Twitch, how you should switch to Mixer. Guys, don't listen to that. YouTube is still the king of gaming. It is just the unparalleled slobber knocker, total knockout king of gaming right now. Twitch doesn't even come close. Mixer definitely doesn't even come close. So don't believe any garbage about how YouTube is dead or anything like that. I can guarantee you those negative bottom feeder channels out there, those drama channels that are so popular right now, I'm not going to say their names to draw more attention to them. They're going to cover this story. They're going to cover this YouTube gaming app, YouTube gaming interface going away thing as a way of talking about the failure of gaming on YouTube and the decline of YouTube and all of this garbage. And the bottom line is, all of that is a lie. It's all just a headline to get you to click. Okay, so the truth is what I just talked about for the last 40 minutes. Cool. So I've got a couple additional questions from you guys, creators, that you guys have for me here. I've got so many from Relia. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask me about YouTube gaming platform, about gaming in general, how to grow your channel outside of gaming, I'm here to help. But here's a question from Relia, one of my patron creators, and Big Red says, everyone be sure to vote Shadowgun Legends in the poll. Thanks, man. I know you want me to cover Shadowgun Legends on the channel again. I appreciate that. Shadowgun Legends, I'd be interested in covering that game again if the company is going to put a marketing budget behind Shadowgun Legends. I'm super interested in covering Shadowgun Legends. But until they're able to do that, I don't know if I can feel comfortable covering Shadowgun Legends. I love the game. I would love to come back to Shadowgun Legends, but I don't know. If they can't market the game and bring in new viewers for Shadowgun Legends, it's going to be hard for me to stay motivated to cover that game. Cool, here's a question from Havoc to Your Face on Twitch. Thanks for speaking up. Someone who just started streaming, you've heard Mixer is a better spot as a newish growing platform, or no? That's a great question. Relia, I'm going to get to your question about combining trends in a minute, but let me cover Havoc's question here, which I think is interesting. By the way, if you guys are interested in getting my professional coaching to help you grow your YouTube channel, help you grow your Mixer stream, help you grow your Twitch stream, I'm currently coaching a ton of different creators, and I've got a link to my Patreon that I just linked in chat. If you guys are interested, come check that out. Otherwise, it's free, of course, to join my streams every day, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. But I do offer a $5 tier if you guys are interested in getting my advice, a $25 tier if you guys are interested in getting a legendary channel review, as well as unlimited follow-ups with me and what have you and advice. And I also offer a $150 tier where I do one-on-one coaching, like I've got a coaching call right after this stream. So if you guys are interested in that, I just linked it in chat. But let's talk about Mixer. So this emerging platform of Mixer, people are saying, you know what, for small streamers, is it better? And I'm gonna be just straight up with you. Mixer is 100% better than Twitch for small streamers. I will say that outright right now. And here's why. And it's not because I hate Twitch. I love Twitch. I think Twitch is fantastic. But it's a matter of supply and demand. It's a matter of value and competition. It's a matter of the total viewership and how these platforms will help you grow. And I've talked about this a lot before about Twitch, and it is a flaw of Twitch and it is a strength of Twitch. But the bottom line is, if you want to grow on Twitch, you need to be live longer than everyone else on Twitch, and you need to provide more value than everyone else on Twitch while you're live for longer. And it is going to be extremely difficult for you to climb the ranks on Twitch unless you put in more time and you provide more value. It is a cutthroat, hierarchical system where the top streamers get the new viewers and the streamers at the bottom, they only get the leftovers. That's just the way that a hierarchical system works. That's the way hierarchical systems in economics work. That's the way hierarchical systems in streaming work. That's the way hierarchical systems in terms of power works. It's just the bottom line. When you're on top, you suck up all the resources. You suck up all the viewers. You suck up all of the benefits of being the big dog in the system. When you're on the bottom, you only get the leftovers. So how do you climb from being in the bottom to get to the top? You put in more work, you put in more time, and you collect more leftovers over time, and you eventually climb to be towards the top. That's the way it works. So how does this address your question about whether Mixer is a viable platform? Yes, it is viable for new streamers because there is less competition. Therefore, the big dogs that are on top on this platform, there are less big dogs. And the big dogs here aren't as big. So, if you want to climb the ladder and you want to become a big dog, the timeline to be here from the bottom of the pack, picking up leftovers of viewers and climbing up, the timeline for you to do that could be a matter of months, not years. Could be a matter of weeks, not months, depending on how unique and how valuable your content is, depending on how unique and how valuable your stream is, depending on how much new, best, learning, challenge, and unique value you bring your audience, you can climb rapidly for the top games on Mixer. Whereas on Twitch, on the other hand, it may be nearly impossible. Just real talk, it may be nearly impossible to do the same thing. Maybe you need to get lucky. The thing is, if you grind longer than your competitors on Twitch, and you are bringing value, new, best, unique, challenge, and learning value, you will climb on Twitch. But you may not ever become a big dog, because you may not be bringing value. You may not be bringing the newest content. You may not be bringing the best content, or the best in certain categories. You may not be the best at delivering learning content. When you do challenges, it might not be as entertaining, and you might not be as unique as others, because Twitch is a completely saturated platform that is super advanced. It's way down the road in terms of how competitive it is and how hierarchical it is. And so to be one of the top 5 streams for a particular game is really, really difficult. So if you want to grow on Twitch, you need to cover niche games that are lower competition. If you want to climb on Mixer, you can go after any game and just be live longer than your competitors and bring more new, best, challenge, and unique value to the table, and you can climb and you can become a big dog on Mixer. And the reason why I feel confident in Mixer is that Mixer is backed by who? Microsoft. And guess how much money Microsoft has? Unlimited money. And you better believe that Microsoft is not going to give up on them competing in this live gaming space, because Amazon is there and Google is there, and Microsoft does not want to be beat. Why? You guys know why, of course. Because they have Xbox. They have the Xbox brand, and they want their own live platform to be super viable and to be able to stream directly to their own platform, and potentially, this is me speculating, for Xbox, if you're streaming on Xbox or streaming directly from Windows, think about these plays here. They want PC gaming to go directly from your PC to their platform, not Twitch. They want PC gaming to go directly from their platform, not YouTube. They want Xbox gaming to go directly from your Xbox to Mixer, not Twitch. They want Xbox gaming to go directly to Mixer, not YouTube, right? So potentially, Microsoft, because they control PC and because they control Xbox, will down the road provide benefits, significant benefits, to people that stream PC games directly from Windows to Mixer. Stream Xbox games directly from their Xbox to Mixer, and that could be a major competitive advantage that Mixer has down the road. Not to mention, like I said earlier, they have virtually unlimited money to put into this platform to ensure its success. So how do you succeed on Mixer? Just same way you succeed on Twitch, but with just a higher probability. More time and significant value being delivered with every stream. New, best, challenge, unique, and learning content. If you're not delivering one of those 5 values through your live stream, you are not succeeding. There you go. But that will be hard. Some people stream for 12 hours. Yep. It's hard. Like, I'm not saying it's easy. Some people stream for 12 hours. Sorry. I'm not trying to throw that in your face, but yes, they do. They will beat you. So if you want a platform, what's up, Tice? It's good to see you on Periscope. It's good to see you. So if you want to succeed on a platform that doesn't require you to stream for 12 hours per day or 8 hours per day, it's all about streaming more than your competitors. That's what success means. There is no magic number. It's more than your competitors. The more your competitors stream, the more you have to stream. So if you want a platform that doesn't require you to spend 12 to 14 hours a day, then I highly suggest you consider YouTube. This is a big reason why YouTube is the leader in gaming, and Twitch and Mixer don't even come close, because YouTube does not require 12 hours per day of your time to be successful. YouTube, you can spend 2 hours per day and be successful on YouTube, reasonably successful. You could spend 4 hours per day on YouTube, and I know creators that do. I was one of those creators when I got started on YouTube. I spent about 4 hours after work per day on YouTube, and you can get millions of views per month, and you can get hundreds of thousands of subscribers only spending about 4 hours per day on YouTube. Can you do the same thing on Mixer? And can you do the same thing on Twitch? No. Maybe Mixer. Definitely not Twitch. So YouTube provides the opportunity for people that don't have as much time to invest less time and to invest their time more strategically to succeed, okay? So yeah, the truth is it's not easy, and you can say, well, it's not fair. I don't have as much time as these other people. Okay, then you won't succeed. Don't pick a battle with someone who has 12 hours a day of their time to live stream. Don't do that. You're gonna lose that battle unless you have 12 hours or more of your time to live stream. So go to a different platform. Do a different strategy if you don't have that kind of time. And YouTube provides the opportunity for anyone to succeed, whether you have 1 hour per day or you have 16 hours per day to make content. There's a strategy that can work for you on YouTube, whereas Twitch and Mixer do not provide that kind of flexibility, okay? And for anybody who's tuning in right now wondering, what's going on with YouTube gaming? Is it dead? Watch the first 40 minutes of this stream. I explain everything you need to know about it, okay? So there you go. So let's answer one of Relya's questions here. He's talking about trends, and he's talking about combining trends on these platforms. And so one of the things that yeah, you're welcome, Havoc. No problem. I'm happy to help you. Cool. So let's say that you want to cover Zelda Breath of the Wild, and on your channel you want to do paleo diet cooking. Could you do a video about cooking meals found in Breath of the Wild, and any tips for finding trends outside of gaming and how trends can be combined? That's an extremely complicated question, and I will do my best to answer it. So what I'm going to do real quick is I am going to take a sip of coffee, and I'm going to cheers to you guys. Currently I have strep throat, so cheers. I'm pushing through my strep throat to do the stream for you. So if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to follow me on whatever avenue you're watching me on. I do these every day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time to help creators. Absolutely for free. So cheers to you guys. And if you want to sign up for my Patreon, of course you can. Without people signing up for my Patreon, I can't do these streams for free. So if you sign up, there's a $5 level, $25 level, and $150 level where you can get personalized advice from me on how to grow your avenues. And here you go. That's the link. You can get advice. You can get legendary channel reviews. You can get coaching. I offer all of that. That's how I can allocate some time to help you guys regularly. So let's talk about combining multiple trends at the same time. What tool can you use to discover what can be combined? I don't know. That's an extremely difficult thing to answer. Here's what I'll tell you. First things first, I'll tell you this. Obviously, Google Trends is the best tool that you can use to understand what trends are going to work on YouTube in particular. So, Breath of the Wild. Let's just check out Breath of the Wild. Not Breath of Wild, Breath of the Wild. So Breath of the Wild is a Zelda game, if you guys are not familiar. And also Paleo Diet is one other trend. So he's wondering, could you find things in Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is an interesting concept, and then maybe go make those things in the kitchen? Sure. That, like any trend, when you're trying to combine trends, and you're trying to combine two different things into each other, they need to each have a significant amount of search traffic, specifically through YouTube search. So select YouTube search on Google Trends. And you need to check within the past 90 days if they have significant traffic, right? And as you can see, Zelda Breath of the Wild, in terms of YouTube search, and Paleo Diet, let's say for example, Paleo Diet is non-existent, perhaps. But let's say that you wanted to combine those things. Sure, but the problem with combining trends is you are going to reduce your audience down by a significant margin, because you are counting on them being both interested in trend number 1, in this case it's Breath of the Wild, and trend number 2, in this case Paleo Diet. So whichever trend has the least amount of interest, that is going to be what holds you back in terms of your viewership. So what I would recommend doing if you're trying to combine trends together, let's say you're recovering Breath of the Wild, what you want to do is select something that has more interest than your current thing. So let's say you're covering Clash of Clans on your channel, or you're covering Shadowgun Legends on your channel, or you're covering makeup tutorials on your channel, or you're covering magic on your channel, whatever it is. Find something that has a higher level of interest than your current trend and combine with that. Don't combine with something with a lower level of interest than your current trend. So let's say Thanos is the thing. And right now Thanos is a very popular trend because of Thanos car and different memes and stuff. So let's say Thanos was what you wanted to combine Breath of the Wild with. I would tell you that is a good idea to combine Thanos with Breath of the Wild in this case. I'm not saying that could make sense creatively, but just theoretically, right? Because Thanos has a higher level of interest on YouTube than your current trend, which is Zelda Breath of the Wild, which has a lower interest. So by combining Thanos, this is just an example, but by combining this bigger trend with your smaller trend on your channel, you are potentially expanding your audience by doing so. You are not reducing your potential audience, you're increasing your potential audience. So everybody out there who's trying to expand, they're like, I don't know what game to do next. I can't grow within my game. I can't grow within magic content. I can't grow within cooking. Think about something outside of your topic, outside of your area. Expand your mind and maybe latch onto something that is extremely popular in pop culture right now, or is just generally very popular, and see if you can combine that with what you're currently doing. So an example of that is, I talk with these Clash of Clans YouTubers that follow me on my channel and are my patrons, and one of them, Clash Bashing, he was like, how do I grow? He's one of the top people out there already for his trend, right? Let's say he's that blue line. How do I grow if I'm already the top guy for this blue line? Find something that is bigger than Clash of Clans and combine it. So you can say something like, you know, we'll use Thanos here. What if he did the Thanos build for Clash of Clans and he used a Thanos strategy? I'm not saying it's Thanos, just go with me on this. He could do, what if Thanos played Clash of Clans and he could dress up like Thanos and play Clash of Clans. Find different ways to incorporate that larger, more popular trend into a mashup with your lesser popular trend. Use Google Trends and select YouTube search to confirm whether that trend is more popular, and then your mashup of trends can make sense. Then your mashup of trends can really help your channel grow, okay? Lewis, it's great to see you in chat. And yes, combining trends like this would be the 80-20 rule, yes. You don't wanna just combine trends all of a sudden on your channel and just see if it works. Use this with that 20% of experimentation that you have in your content slate. and use your 80% for your main trend. So you want to go ahead and go 80% your main trend, your main game, your main topic, whatever. And then you'll want to go ahead and go 20% this experimental thing that you're talking about. In this case, it's combining trends. And you can use that 20% here as your experimentation time to see if that lifts your channel and that exceeds your average performance of your main content here at the top, which is your solid baseline content that is growing your channel, right? And if it is performing better than your average 80% of your content, you found a winner by combining trends. Cool? Awesome. That was it for the stream today. I hope you guys found that to be valuable. I spent so much time breaking down YouTube gaming and whether it's viable or not anymore, whether it's dead or not. Watch the first 40 minutes of this stream and I cover that extensively. I want to make sure that we keep things real here. Don't let the headlines and what have you excite you and blah, blah, blah. YouTube is still thriving. It's still doing well. YouTube gaming, yes, it is shutting down, but YouTube gaming was just an app. And I salute the YouTube team for building something so innovative, this wonderful prototype. They gave us so many good things for gamers moving forward, and YouTube still is the king of gaming, even if YouTube Gaming, the app, is going to go away in March 2019, okay? Really important to remember. I will see all of you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and if you want to become my patron, please do. Your financial support is critical to me continuing to be able to do these live streams, to continue to be able to help creators in this way, and I really appreciate all of your support. See you on the stream tomorrow, and keep creating amazing content, and don't believe anybody that tells you that YouTube's dead or gaming on YouTube's dead. They are lying to you, and click the not interested button if you see any of that kind of garbage content on the internet, all right? Keep it positive, keep the content rolling, keep crushing gamers, and I'll see you in the next one.